All right, let's continue with the next session. Now, what if I told you that there was someone who was a hacker and who knew martial arts? And 2 years back, I was afraid of this person, and I still am. He still scares me. Yeah, I mean, it's a really dangerous person to come across, right? A martial artist and a hacker. So please, so this is Master Chen. He gave us a talk. He spoke with us at Recon Village 2 years back, and is back with us over here with an OSINT signals pop quiz about Master Chen. He is a stalker and an anti-stalker and does some amazing research with OSINT. And this is going to be a fun, informative test to see if we can identify open source signals that could help us find something fishy. So please give it up to Master Chen. All the best, Master Chen.
You didn't think I'd be speaking with that thing on all day, right? Hello, everybody. How you doing? Okay. So this is my first time speaking at the convention center, and the environment's a little weird, right? So I'm going to try to use my outdoor voice. Can everybody hear me okay? We're good? Okay, just making sure. Thank you, Recon Village, for that wonderful introduction. Let's go ahead and get started. So, today's talk is going to be more of an introductory level. Okay, this isn't like advanced OSINT or anything. From the general public, I just want to see how well we know regular open source intelligence signals and signaling. And we'll get into that. This is a pop quiz. I have some stuff to give away. Small things, nothing big. So, are we ready? Yeah. All right, cool. All right, so again, OSINT signals pop quiz. But before we get there, who am I? Well, I'm the penguin in the middle. So I have the Shaolin Chinese symbols on the front because I'm a martial artist. I've been a martial artist for as long as I've been a hacker. And somewhere along the lines, I got a degree in psychology. So that's what the brain is for. So these three pillars of study have made up what I am or who I am or why I feel like I have the authority to talk here today. If we have any questions, we could figure that out in about half an hour. All right, some disclaimers before we start, okay? First one, which I don't think we'll need today, is ianal, ianus. And for those of you who don't know, I am not a lawyer, I am not a stalker. Ianal, ianus. It sounds funnier, I think. All right, some of the information today in this presentation may not be suitable for children. Just putting that out, okay? So I think I don't see any children in the audience today, so we should be okay. The next one, or the one that at the bottom is the one that's kind of like more important, okay? Racial ambiguity is my superpower, so appropriation does not matter to me. I think it's bullshit, sorry, not sorry. I can be whatever the fuck I want to be. All right? Okay, so why this talk? What was the motivation behind this talk? There's two stories on here, okay? The first one, somebody asked me a long time ago when we were at the hackerspace, hey Chen, do you see what that guy is signaling over there with what he's wearing? And I said, no, but I want to find out. And so one of these examples are going to be what this guy was wearing in this talk later, okay? So that was one of the motivations behind this talk. And the next one is another colleague of mine, a friend of mine said, you know, this person that I was looking for, OSINT signaling, was kind of elusive, but he posted a picture of his son's karate uniform, and he had a yellow belt on, and he had, you know, the dojo's or the company's insignia, and from there they reversed it and found the person that they were looking for. So, OSINT signaling, how did we get there, right? These are the two stories that motivated this talk. All right, so open source signaling. Well, what is it? It's any signal, okay, that is in the open, okay, that expresses intention, organizational affiliation, or the desire to communicate or the desire to communicate, okay? From the top, we're gonna work our way down. We have overt signaling, which means just it's out in the open, and I'll show you some examples in a second. We have organizational or industrial, institutional signaling. We have secret signaling and covert signaling. And the reason why it goes down in that triangle like that is because it becomes more niche, more focused, more direct. Okay, that's why it's going down in that fashion. Whenever I do a talk, whenever I try to do my research, I try to answer these questions: who, what, when, where, and why. Okay, and so that's why we have this side going on over here, and you'll see some examples with some highlights there in the next couple of slides. All right, so first example, okay, overt. Now everybody knows what overt is, right? T-shirts, right? You see that T-shirts there? We've got flags, bumper stickers. Do we get the idea of overt signaling? We understand, right? If you don't understand, think about it this way. A person who's vegan, they're wearing a vegan shirt that says, "I'm vegan and so should you." That's overt signaling. All right, that's just as an example. Or a bumper sticker like, you know, "My kid is a straight A student." Everybody should know that. So that is overt signaling. That's an example. All right? Now notice, it's for everybody. Everybody does overt signaling, whether they like it or not, or whether they know it or not. They do it in some fashion. Maybe that's why I'm wearing all black, but I'm still signaling something, right? So it doesn't matter. You're still signaling. All right, let's move on to the next section. Organizational or institutional, okay? So this is gonna be a little bit more specific, just a little bit more. You're talking about colors, or logos, or brands, or brands, right? So who does this? Well, companies do this. They do it with T-shirts, they do it with gestures, they do it with you know, some sort of signaling in this manner, right? Specific groups, like for instance, when you got your merch yesterday at DEFCON merch, right? You see the logo, you know, the happy Jolly Roger, right, with the smiling skull and bones. Everybody here knows what that means. We're an organization, are we not? Makes sense, does it not? Right? Okay, so that's organizational and institutional. So there's that example. Now, as we get lower in this triangle, it's going to be a little bit more specific, a little bit more direct, okay? Oh, did I go? Which way did I go? Which way did I go? All right, there we go. I fat fingered it. I'm sorry. All right, from here, we're going to secret now. Now, what is secret? Okay, secret, you're talking about handshakes, insignias, or the placement of insignias. Okay, you're talking, yeah, this is what you're talking about. And before we actually start the quiz, because I did say this was a quiz with some giveaways, not a lot, but some giveaways. Can anybody shout out what an example of secret communication might be? Gang sign. All right. I'm not going to throw some up, but yeah, that's there. Right? I'm not going to do the hand gestures, but you're absolutely right. Okay, so we're on the right path. We're on the right path, right? Okay. Now this next one, I don't have any examples, but that's by design. Okay. Covert. Okay, covert is meant to be nonchalant and absolutely no attention getting. Okay, when you're trying to signal to somebody covert, it's because it is an agreed upon prior to and agreed upon set of communication, such as I'm wearing my watch on my left side as opposed to my right, like usual, and that's a signal that I'm ready to communicate or that we need to meet up. I'm not part of an intelligence agency, but I imagine something like this might happen there, okay? So you're signaling that you're ready to communicate or you're ready to talk or you're ready for some sort of further communication, not out in the open, but, you know, behind closed doors. Okay, so that's the covert. All right? Is everybody following along so far? We're good? Paying attention? Like, make sense, right? All right. Are we ready for the quiz? Okay, here's the quiz. Now, here are some of the rules. And I didn't make up these rules. I mean, I did. But you have to follow along, okay? Because I made the rules, and I'm the one giving out the prizes. Okay? You have to raise your hand, and you'll shout out the answer. All right? No Googling. You can't Google, so put the phones away. All right? No chat GPTing either. I know how technology has changed. So you can't use AI search either. Sir, put the phone away. All right, thank you. All right, now, the closest answer to my research wins the game. Why is that? Because it's my research. All right, so if you're wrong, it's because I said you're wrong. All right, now I'm looking for the two that we're talking about here. I'm looking for the signal level, meaning like what we just talked about, okay? So overt, organizational or institutional, or secret or covert. I'm looking for that, and I'm also looking for the context or cultural reference. So before we go into some examples, side note here, some of this open source signals can be contextual or cultural, okay? So that's going to be part of the quiz, contextual or cultural. So one thing in one culture, which is why I said cultural appropriation earlier, one thing in one culture can mean something different in another. So keep that in mind, all right? Any questions? Are we ready for the quiz? Are you guys ready to win some cool prize? One prize? Hold on, let me show you. You guys saw the penguins earlier, or the penguin earlier in my, who am I? I'm giving away penguins. All right, so you get little penguins if you get the answer right. All right, let's have some fun. Let's do this. All right, first, now remember, you're gonna raise your hand and let me know what this signal is. It's gonna go from harder. Actually, there's actually no order, okay? But it's gonna go up and down the spectrum. Are we ready? All right, what is this signal? What is it signaling? Marriage! Marriage. It is signaling marriage. I need an assistant here really quick. I need an assistant to hand out some of these prizes. All right. She was right behind you. All right, good job. All right. You get it? Right? This is overt signaling. It's kind of an institutional or organizational thing. If we agree with the institution of marriage, right? There you go. Everybody knows what this means. For guys, it's like, oh, I can't talk to that girl. Right? What, challenge accepted? I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Are we ready for the next one? Green hat. Masonic handshake. Can you tell me which one? What was that? Yes, I believe. I'll accept that one though. It is Masonic handshake. Secret societies, Masonic handshake. All right. You get how this game is going, right? All right. Are we ready for the next one? All right. This one is cultural. This one hits close to home for me, if you can't tell. White shirt. No, that's you, lady. What was that? Are you sure? All right. Now, what's the signal? Yes. So for those of you listening at home, the flower in her hair, it's on the left side of her ear, which means that she's taken, just like the marriage. Okay, she's taken. If it was on the right side, she'd be single. Fellas, just take note here. If you want an island girl, it would be the right side that you want to talk to. Good job, congratulations. I hope you like those penguins because I want to keep them all for myself. Just kidding. All right, are we ready for the next one? All right, who can tell me what this is? It's gonna get harder. Black shirt. Emergency, why? Okay, but what makes you say that? Do you know what state this comes from? Okay, this is actually the Hawaiian state flag. It is upside down, which indicates that you are under duress or in distress. Okay? Now the reason why this flag is usually upside down under the American flag is because of the way that the United States occupied Hawaii. There's an independence movement still that oppose being the 50th state. They want to become a kingdom again. So this is their signal that they want to be independent again. Black shirt. So this is a sign of duress or distress, okay? So Hawaii, some of them don't really want to be the 50th state. By the way, I eat like a Hawaiian. Spamming rice every morning, everybody. That's okay. Like I said, culturally ambiguous. I look like the, dollar store Maui. That's by design. Are we ready for the next signal? All right, this is gonna get fun. Black hat. It's what? Okay, now, here's where context and culture comes in. If you were in a gang, this would be blood, right, as opposed to Crip. But if you're not in a gang, what is it?
Gay culture.
Right, LGBT gay culture. So, you're either a gang member or you're into anal fisting. And I'm not lying, that's what the research told me. Now, because of what I researched, it's called hanky code. Yeah, it's called hanky code. I'm actually going to give out the gang culture because that's what we know it about. That's how we know it in the 90s. But it's been kind of co-opted a little bit. So I'm going to give out two penguins. We got gang culture over there, and we've got the LGBT community. By the way, one disclaimer that was on there that I missed. I don't support or deny any of these things. I'm totally agnostic. I don't give a shit. So you do what you do. It doesn't matter to me. I'm only in it for the research. All right, so hanky code, anal fisting. Oh, extra bonus question. Right or left side, is this a person who wants to commit or take the anal fisting? Who can tell me? They're taking it. All right, we got another penguin out here. Can everybody give me a round of applause for my Vanna White here, handing out the prizes? All right, are we ready for the next one? All right, now we just talked about hanky culture. It's a Crip. It's a Crip. Now, I'm going to give you a penguin, but it is up to you to give it away to other people because you already have a penguin. All right, so it's a Crip. Or, if we're talking about hanky code, what is it? A gay Crip. No, that's incorrect. I'm not going to accept that answer. It is not a gay Crip. All right, going once. Going twice. All right, this is a symbol for being a top. You are a top in a hanky code, all right? But we have somebody who said Crip. By the way, the hanky code does not apply to Snoop Dogg. Okay? It does not apply to Snoop Dogg. Huh? Same person. So, if he ever sees this on Instagram or whatever, Snoop Dogg, I love you. I'm not talking about you, bro. All right, are we ready for the next one? No, maybe? All right, now you might have seen this on Instagram or Reels or TikTok or whatever. I'm looking for the difference between the two pictures. The difference between the two pictures. White shirt again. Yes, now that is the signal, but what does it mean? All right, I do see a hand raised. Let's see if we can get somebody else really quick. Somebody new? Somebody who hasn't participated yet? A signal to take care of that person take care of the person in an Italian mob way. Actually, no, that is not the correct signal. Back there, black hat. Absolutely, and I think I know you, sir. But yes, absolutely right. The signal is, so if you're pouring in this fashion, you're cool, you're of the family. If you're pouring in this fashion, you don't say shit around this particular person. Got it? So that's what that signal is. All right, we got a few more. You guys having fun? All right, we got a few more. All right. This signal. Nothing necessarily specific. Who wants to try? Green shirt.
Secret.
Secret what?
Something about how he's gonna pitch it.
Yeah, pretty close. Now the funny thing is, I'm not a baseball fan, but my best friend is. And so when I showed him this signal, he's like, it can mean anything.
It really could.
Yeah, but that's by design.
And it's secret because it's green.
Yeah, so this is like secret and you know, kind of up and down, right? All right, not bad, not bad. Now again, this could mean really anything. It's up to the coach or up to the players. All right, next one for all my military folks out there. That's the hint. That's the hint. That is the hint. All right, so it's the person. You're placing them by what? Yes, absolutely. It is the value of the coinage is based on how well you knew this veteran. So, if you're placing a penny on the gravestone, you were there to visit. There's no real military association. If you place a nickel on there, hold on, I have my notes here. If you place a nickel on there, you were in boot camp with this veteran. If you were with a dime, you served with this veteran. And if you have a quarter on there, you were there when that veteran died. So, again, military, shout out to the military folks. I come from a military family, so this one hit close to home. Thank you, sir. All right. Are we ready for the next one? Can you hear me in the back? Can you hear me in the hall? Then yeah, I am the loudest ninja in the world. That's by design, folks. For those of you who don't know me, you know me now. All right, we ready for the next signal? All right, this is the last one. Who can tell me? Somebody new, please. I'm scanning. I'll give it to somebody old, but I want to try somebody new first. Who can tell me what this is? What is this?
Something about the shoelaces and like don't remember.
It is lace code. What is it? Don't Google it. You're right there. I can give you an A for effort. I have like 100 more penguins, so I can still give you one. All right, who could? What was that? Can somebody pass that answer forward? No, that is not the answer. I'll go with green hat. Okay, that's part of it, yes. I'm gonna look for something a little bit more specific. Oh wait, what are you trying to tell me? Hey man, I used to shake my head too, believe it or not. Anybody else want to try? I'll give it to the white shirt if nobody else answers. Try it. What was that? No, at least not by my research, that's not what I see. Are we ready? I'm going to give this penguin up. No, it's not drug related. What was that? No, again, my research counts. All right, I'm gonna get. Are you guys ready? All right, back there in red. Well, he's not even answering. He's not even raising his hand. I know he knows the answer. Red shirt. Do you want to give the answer? That's a no. Okay. This could mean a couple of things. Skinhead, yes, partly. But for my research, this means that I am either willing to commit violence or I commit violence. Okay? So I'm either willing to commit violence or I commit violence. All right? All right, everybody. Those were a couple of my examples. And that actually, surprisingly, brings me a time. Holy shit. All right. So, by the way, if anybody wants to continue this conversation, I will be right next door until everybody has a chance to have a conversation with me who wants to have a conversation with me. I will not leave until every question is answered, okay? For reference, these are my references. We talked about hanky code, lace code, and for no reason, there's my GitHub. I didn't do any coding in this particular talk today. There's some code from previous talks, but not today, not this year, but my GitHub is still there. And I do have a Discord server, although I wish everybody was still on IRC. Personally, that's my my hope. Everybody goes back to IRC. But for now, we're on Discord. So if you want to hang out and chat, I'm available there too. This has been the OSINT Signals Pop Quiz. Thank you for participating. And really quickly, the reason why I did this talk is because when you're doing OSINT and Recon and whatnot, a lot of times we're looking for geolocation in the picture, or we're looking for the way the shadows bend, or what plant or fauna is in the picture. I just want to make sure that those who are being introduced to OSINT, that you're looking at what's on their clothes, the way that their hand gestures are, and what you're looking out for when they're shaking hands or they're affiliating with other folks in your research. So that's why I wanted to bring this up. Did you guys have fun? Yeah. All right, I'll be around. Let's talk. Oh yeah, oh hell yeah, dude, thank you. All right, by the way, guys, this hood, okay, first of all, the rest of this is my actual uniform, but this hood is from Crisis Wear in the vendor area. You can buy this shit here right at DEFCON. I found this hood like an hour ago. All right, so go over there, it's Crisis Wear, it's in the vendor area. This shit is awesome. So yes, go to the vendor area and get some ninja shit, it's dope. Crisis Wear, crisiswear.com.